28 days isn't even enough time to think about what's going on.
This morning, forced out. Tenants in Janesville left with little time to find a place to stay. How the landlord is being held accountable.
And time's running out for the legislature to consider legalizing medical marijuana if they have any time to get it done this session.
And we are waking up to slightly cooler temperatures this morning, right now in the 30s, but it's going to be another very mild day. We'll see how long this will last coming up.
Good Thursday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Appreciate you tuning in. Some people's cell phones are out this morning, huh?
Yeah, it sounds like it's across several providers too. AT&T. I have U.S. Cellular. That is listed as having reports of issues, but I haven't had any problems.
Yeah, it really depends on what you have. AT&T, I think, seeing the bulk of it right now. We're going to have more on that coming up in just a moment. I want to get to your first warn forecast here first, though. Setting up to be a pretty nice day again out there, Kelly.
Yeah, what a beautiful day yesterday as we got up to a 60, and it looks like we are going to continue to see some very mild temperatures. Now, it is a little bit cooler this morning. We don't have the benefit of the clouds acting like a blanket. We did clear out. We're down to 30 at Madison, 28 in the Dells. Still hanging on to 32 in Watertown, 39 in Janesville, Monroe. A little bit more cloud cover down to the south, keeping temperatures a little bit milder. But we're 13 degrees colder than yesterday, so still need that winter jacket at least for the next several hours. But we're going to warm up quickly into the 50s, upper 50s. This will be the last real mild day for a couple of days. Seasonably colder weather as a cold front arrives later tonight. And then we warm right back up Sunday into early next week. But that's out ahead of a storm that'll bring us some showers and maybe even some spring-like thunderstorms later Tuesday night. All right, temperatures in the 30s this morning. Quite a bit of sunshine as those high thin clouds stream across the Illinois border. More sunshine, or at least crystal clear blue skies up to the north. A little bit more of a milky white from Madison areas to the south. But all in all, it should be another beautiful afternoon with upper 50s expected. So unseasonably mild temperatures continue. Mostly sunny as we climb through the 30s this morning. Already by the noon hour above 50. Looking at mid-50s, high topping out at 58 later today. All right, we do have that cold front that'll be arriving later tonight. We'll track that front for you coming up in about 15 minutes.
Okay, Kelly, thank you very much. We start this morning with a tragic update on the homicide in Middleton.
Investigators are now saying that the mother opened fire on her family, killing her 8-year-old daughter and 5-year-old son and injuring the children's father. She then shot and killed herself. The community is heartbroken, and there's so much interest in holding a vigil now for the family. It's been moved to Saturday night. It was originally planned for last night. Some people still showed up to the apartments. We're going to have some sound coming up in our next half hour with people who were there last night and have more coverage of the tragedy in Middleton.
In Janesville, a landlord is pleading guilty to several citations. This after giving his tenants a 28-day eviction notice last month. Rick Donahue set the eviction date for February 28th, but one tenant told News 3 Now they were served a separate 5-day notice on Tuesday, moving that date up even further.
28 days isn't even enough time to think about what's going on. He basically forced everybody into a panic buy. And you need to hurry up and buy this place, or you need to hurry up and get out.
If these families agreed to purchase their homes, it'll become their responsibility to make the fixes and upgrades that Donahue refused to address. Some of those issues include improperly installed plumbing and heating systems, along with hazardous electric systems, each of which Donahue pleaded not guilty to in Rock County Court.
To campaign 2024 now, a new Marquette poll is out this morning showing an incredibly tight race as we head into November. Polling from this month showing among registered voters, former President Donald Trump has a slight lead over the president with 51% of the vote over President Biden's 49%. Biden picked up a point, Trump dropped a point since the last poll in November. Important to note here, these polls do have a margin of error of 4.5 percentage points.
Meanwhile, President Biden is canceling another $1.2 billion of student loan debt this morning. This latest round of relief impacts nearly 153,000 borrowers who are enrolled in a new repayment plan that the administration launched in August. The Saving on a Valuable Education plan erases remaining federal student loan balances for those who originally borrowed $12,000 or less and have made payments for at least 10 years.
When people in student debt relief, they buy homes, they start businesses, they contribute, they engage in the community in ways they weren't able to before. It actually grows the economy. It grows the economy.
Since taking office, President Biden has canceled nearly $138 billion of student loan debt for nearly 4 million people. Now, for those students who have hit a roadblock filing out their federal financial aid forms for the 2024-25 school year, there's a new workaround. Roughly 2% of FAFSA applicants haven't been able to complete their financial aid forms because their parents don't have social security numbers. Well, the Education Department says it's a glitch in the system. It should be fixed soon. In the meantime, students can now at least fill out the form and submit it as incomplete until the issue is fully resolved by next month.
The White House is shedding more light on sanctions it plans to issue against Russia in response to the death of Putin opposition leader Alexei Navalny. Tensions are so high this morning, the State Department is now warning that no American citizen should consider traveling to Russia for any reason. The message partly because the Kremlin is holding another American captive. She's an amateur ballerina living in Los Angeles with dual Russian-American citizenship. She was captured last month, accused of espionage. Now, this all adds on to the tensions after the death of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny, becoming a focal point, really, on the American political stage. Former President Donald Trump in a Fox News town hall this week likened Navalny's death to his own recent fine for business fraud.
Form of Navalny, it is a form of communism or fascism.
Putin is responsible for Navalny's death. Why can't Trump just say that? Putin's responsible.
The U.S. is now working with European allies on robust sanctions against Russia to choke off the so-called Russian war machine. The White House is also pushing Congress to pass more funding for Ukraine, which is currently running low on ammunition. At the state capitol, a measure that would legalize medical marijuana appears to be doomed as the state legislature approaches the end of the session for the year. The Assembly plans to meet for one last time today. The Senate will return for a final day in March. Despite being backed by the Assembly Speaker, Robin Vos, Republicans in the state Senate oppose the measure. They object to the state running dispensaries. Democrats who want full legalization also had concerns about how restrictive the proposed program would have been.
Meanwhile, UW-Platteville is expanding its cannabis education program, even as marijuana legalization in Wisconsin continues to stall in the legislature. But in a state where not even medical marijuana is legal, how can UWP teach a course on creating cannabis products? Our Braden Ross explains.
A new industry is being born.
That new industry is cannabis. And although it may not be legal here yet, UW-Platteville wants to make sure Wisconsin farmers are ready when it is.
I get that it's not for everyone, and we're not trying to make it for everyone, but if people are interested, we want to provide them with the skill sets that they need, and really the education or an educational institution that they need to at least get their feet wet.
The university's new Cannabis Product Development and Design Certificate, in partnership with national cannabis training organization Green Flower, joins 4 other non-credit-bearing programs in the school's Continuing Education Institute.
Whether you want to do it for yourself or you want to do it inside of a company or you want to start a new enterprise, you'll have the guidance to really create these new types of innovative cannabis products.
Cannabis is still illegal in Wisconsin. Last week, a Republican plan to legalize medical marijuana died in the state legislature after lawmakers couldn't agree on the details. The 2018 Farm Bill legalized hemp products nationwide, opening the door for a growing hemp industry even in states where legal marijuana is still off the table. But those products are unregulated, so Green Flower is hoping programs like this one can teach people how to make them safely.
It wasn't legal to grow hemp in the state for almost 50 years. And so much of that agricultural knowledge is passed down from generation to generation, and there was a really big gap there. And there's risk associated with the product because of variation in legality.
And in a world where cannabis is on the rise, that skill is becoming more and more valuable.
More often than not, people are taking these programs because there are companies that are hiring people with this type of expertise.
So the 8-week class is completely online and open to anyone, anywhere who'd like to take it. All right, at 6:08, let's check in with Kelly Slipka on your first one this morning. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, good morning, Leah. The temperatures are a little bit cooler than what we were at yesterday because we did clear out, but it's going to be another unseasonably mild afternoon. Doesn't last forever. Well, the first warn forecast just ahead.
We're watching News 3 Now this morning. Brought to you by Toyota.
Dear all-wheel drive, let's show the road what we've got. Snowy streets, we're coming for you. Icy grip, we're holding tight. Wintry mix, meh. Safety's the name of our game. Yours, Toyota all-wheel drive sedans.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 60 months on a stylish new 2024 Camry. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's better than ever. Over 350 booths and 25 seminars at the Wisconsin Fishing Expo, February 23rd through the 25th at the Alliant Energy Center, Madison. Deals from legendary manufacturers and unique vendors not found in stores, plus dozens of boat dealers. Kids' activities include trout pond, casting competitions, bow fishing, kids bingo, and more. Prize patrol giveaways every day. WIFishingexpo.com. Sponsored by Wisconsin Outdoor News, Daiwa, Don's Marine, Blackfish, and Lucas Oil.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To your big promotion.
And to your new house.
I know.
What? I guess you had to move fast in this market.
Right? Best thing I did was get a pre-approval from Summit. Once I knew my budget, I only looked at homes I could make a serious offer on.
And how's construction going on your place?
1 month left.
Must be stressful.
Actually, no. I'm working with Summit too, and they've been great about answering all my questions and guiding me along. It's been easy.
Whether you're building or buying a home, Summit Credit Union is here to help.
Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy two, you get two free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy Two, Get Two free sale is for a limited time.
That's a great deal. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
The Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show is coming, and admission is free. Make contacts, hire contractors at the Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show. Shop, compare, and save big. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at the Monona Terrace Convention Center.
Watch the Bucks return to broadcast TV when they take on the T-Wolves on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action as the Greek Freak heads to Minnesota to tangle with one of the top teams in the West. It's a Twin Cities showdown. Bucks, T-Wolves on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Friday at 9 here on WISC TV3. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Welcome back. It's almost the weekend in the 608.
You know what that means. Josh Freider's in studio to help us plan out our weekend. Hey, Josh.
Hey, guys. You think it's spring? I think it's spring. It's feeling like spring, and I'm in a good mood because of it. And a big event returns to the 608 this weekend. First up, we're talking Bowls, Bands, and Barrels. The show returns to Madison on Saturday at the Alliant Energy Center. You'll remember our visit there last fall when they put me up on a bowl. There you are. There it is. Yeah, we can't forget that moment. I was so scared. Bowls, Bands, and Barrels have taken the rodeo world and turned it upside down with a high-energy Western sports concept. Brace yourselves for a legendary night of bull riding, barrel racing, and a live concert featuring Ian Munsick and Alexander Kay. That show is Saturday at 8 p.m. Tickets start at $28. And yeah, that was a wild ride on that bull.
Proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. Fish fry season is in full swing, and that means a lot of local fish fries happening. We're going to try to bring you one of these a week during this time. This week we are heading to Ashton. St. Peter's Catholic Parish has their fish fry happening from 4:30 to 7:30 tomorrow night. They have both dine-in and carry-out options. The dine-in price for adults is $15, children 3 to 10, $8, and children 2 and under are free. To Middleton now, where Capital Brewery and Beer Garden will be celebrating 27 years of crazy Bachfest traditions. Award-winning brews will also be on tap all day long on Saturday. There will also be live music by 16 Candles. Tickets there are $25 ahead of time or $30 a day. Remember, we're your home for what's happening in the 608. You can go to our section of channel3000.com or click on that community calendar in partnership with our friends over at Madison Magazine. I think a lot of people are ready to get outside again. Yeah. It's weird. I was, watching the show a little bit earlier when you and Shane were trying to figure out, is this spring or is this like that fall spring? Like, are we still going to get winter? I don't know. It's so hard. Yeah. I feel like normally I think we're always going to get that snow in like March, April, but I'm like, I think we're done. I think we're moving forward.
El Nino, baby.
Yeah, it's just wild. Doesn't feel right, but.
Time will tell.
I know. I feel bad for all the winter lovers out there because that's what we've been getting a lot of complaints from people. We're like, well, hey, like, what about the businesses that
winter businesses
need the, you know, and it's like, oh, I get it. But I feel like we've had so many miserable winters lately that it's kind of nice to not have to worry about that stuff.
We'll take some spring. Josh Strider, thank you very much.
You bet.
Josh is always looking for inspiration to share. Find out on social media if you have an idea.
Let's ask Kelly. Kelly, is it spring yet?
No, not yet. I can guarantee we will see some more accumulating snow. Almost a guarantee, whether it'll be in March or April. You got to remember, last year we had some snow for the football spring game there in April. So it's a possibility just about at any time. But in general, you know, we've been seeing some unseasonably mild weather. And, you know, we got up to 60 yesterday. That's the first 60 we've had so far this year at the airport. And typically the airport's one of the cooler spots, but yesterday, for some odd reason, it was one of the warmer spots. 57 in Janesville, did get up to 61 in Lone Rock and Boscobel. So looking over the last couple of weeks, the above average temperatures in general. Now, and that's been the case. We've had some cooler days like we had last Friday and Saturday. And that's the trend that we've had pretty much all winter long. We get a couple of cool days, but in general, we've been not only running a little bit above average, but just way above average. And that was the case yesterday. Our average high yesterday was 33, and we hit 60. Do have some high thin clouds with a weak system that's passing across northern Illinois. So a little bit more cloud cover to the south, more clearing up to the north. I think all of us will get into a mostly sunny sky today, and it's going to be warming up close to 58 in Madison, close to that 60 that we hit yesterday, and a lot of sunshine. Just another beautiful afternoon to be out enjoying, getting some of that vitamin D with the sunshine today. We are going to be back in the 50s again Sunday after, once again, a cool down for tomorrow and Saturday, and also into a Sunday and Monday. That's when we'll be well in the 50s. Could be talking about some 60s next week, getting close to some record high temperatures. Along with that, we do have a chance of some rain and maybe some spring-like thunderstorms before some of this changes over to snow going into Wednesday. Still a long ways off, but we are expecting some of this precipitation to move our way Tuesday night into Wednesday. And as mentioned, some of that rain may be changing over to some snow by Wednesday of next week. Today, though, no snow expected. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures in the 50s here at the noon hour. And we'll continue to climb in the upper 50s today. Light winds, beautiful sunshine expected today. Now, we do have a cold front that's going to pass through tomorrow night, or tonight, and that's going to drop our temperatures tomorrow morning. We're going to hold in the low to mid 30s at this time tomorrow morning, and really only get into the upper 30s around the noon hour, and then probably actually drop a few degrees as that northerly wind kicks in. All right, as we go into Tuesday, this is when we're going to see a storm system move in. We're going to be very mild Tuesday. Showers, maybe some embedded thunderstorms rolling on in during the afternoon. Some of this mixing with some snow come Wednesday. Now, as far as snowfall amounts and where this heavier snow sets up, still way too far out in advance to really determine that. So there's still uncertainty if we'd get any accumulation out of that. All right, 30 right now in Madison, 39 in Janesville and also Monroe. 58 today, down to 32 tonight, 37 tomorrow. Starting off on teens Saturday, so a chilly start to Saturday, but we warm up throughout the weekend. There's that chance of showers and maybe some spring-like thunderstorms Tuesday before changing over to some snow on Wednesday.
This morning, folks, Lee and I get to do sports.
Oh, boy.
Wisconsin men's basketball holding on to their third-place ranking in the Big Ten for at least another week. Comes after beating Maryland Tuesday night, 74-70, snapping that losing streak. While the Badgers had control throughout most of the game, the Terrapins didn't make things easy at the end, forcing Wisconsin to make their free throws down the stretch. With the win, now the Badgers are 10-6 in the Big Ten. It's the 20th time in the last 23 seasons that the team has won double-digit conference games. So now the team is off for a stretch. They're going to be back in action Tuesday when they visit the Indiana Hoosiers. Tip-off for that one set for 6 p.m. in Bloomington.
All right, buckle up. The Wisconsin women's volleyball team is announcing this year's spring schedule. On April 7th, the team will take on Purdue at a neutral site in Northwest Indiana. Then on the 19th, the Badgers will be at the Fieldhouse to take on the University of Illinois Chicago. And on April 26th, it's off to Dubuque, where the Badgers are going to face off against Northern Iowa.
Badger wrestler Dean Hamidi is receiving accolades for his performance for Wisconsin over the weekend. Hamidi is named Wrestler of the Week after remaining unbeaten against Big Ten competition. The academic All-Big Ten honoree earns the third Wrestler of the Week award of his career. Hamidi is also the last Badger to win the award. He won it back in January. Milwaukee Bucks are adding another piece to their roster as they prepare for the second half of the NBA season. They're signing former Washington Wizards and Golden State Warriors guard Ryan Rollins to a two-way contract. In the G League, Rollins averaged 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists over the last 2 seasons. Rollins was selected by the Atlanta Hawks out of Toledo with the 44th overall pick in 2022.
This is pretty interesting. Apple's taking an even bigger swing at sports. The company launched a free app for iPhone users that delivers real-time scores and stats and even optional live betting. Apple Sports will offer live data from the NBA, the NHL, and MLS. During March Madness, it's going to have real-time info for both men's and women's NCAA basketball. Apple says other leagues will be added too when their seasons begin, including the NFL and the MLB. The app will alert users when a game is being broadcast, but what it won't do is stream games directly inside the app.
It's about time.
Yeah, I heard that they'll also make an option for you to keep the score on your home screen.
Oh, cool.
So
yeah.
As you're out and about, you know, you can sneak a look at your phone, see if the Badgers are winning.
Yeah, another way to track the Badgers and the Packers there.
I love it.
Cool. We'll check it out. 6:20 still ahead this morning. We're celebrating our team for picking up a pretty big honor.
We'll be back after this.
A local business doing something good with old trophies tonight at 10.
The biggest President's Day mattress marathon sale ends Tuesday at Ashley. Get the best mattress deals ever while they last. Save up to $1,100 on adjustable mattress sets, plus 5 years special financing. Only at Ashley.
Spectrum Internet delivers with fast and reliable speeds nationwide. So there's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and a Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Visit Spectrum.com or call 844-242-1479. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security and privacy for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 with advanced Wi-Fi and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Start saving today. Go to Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, call 844-242-1479, or scan to call now.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet, commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
It's your last chance to get our very best deals of the season during the President's Day sale. Get up to 10 Benjamins in savings without a single Washington down. Get savings up to $1,000 instantly, plus 5 years special financing. Only at Ashley.
Welcome back. Let's take a peek at Gwen's morning. Ooh, a nice stunner. Straight out of the Notebook, if you ask me.
She says this is from yesterday morning.
What?
On the Rock River in Fort Atkinson.
No ice, no snow.
And a swan.
Green grass.
The leaves look like they're going to start budding out here.
Trees are starting to bud in my neighborhood.
Are they?
You guys, yeah.
Wow.
They're starting to bud.
Wait
Crazy.
till that April snow hits.
Yeah.
It will. I'm saying you guys, not Kelly, but you know, Kelly. I'm with Kelly on this. I think we're still going to get another dose of winter, another major snowfall or two. Leah and the rest of the crew seem to think that we're done.
The thing is, when we get them this time of the year, though, usually it doesn't last. You know?
True. So in and out before you know it. All right, well, speaking of the weather, we have to pat ourselves on the back and actually pat Kelly and the team on the back, because for the 4th year in a row, Weather Rate has determined they are the most certified accurate in town.
And we were talking about how many decades now, not hundreds of years we got in the experience of the
certified most accurate forecast. 4 years running.
Yeah.
You guys are knocking it out of the park.
You know,
again.
I think of it, you know, like Gary and I have been doing this forever, what, 30, 35, maybe 40 years for some? The technology has changed so much. So, you know, we've got computer models, but I think, you know, with the experience that we have, like with Gary and myself and also Alex, you know, we've got, you know, the computer models are spit out data all the time, but, you know, sometimes you have to
that experience. I mean, there is no substitute for the number of winters and severe weather seasons that you and the team have.
And I tell you, southern Wisconsin, you know, I've worked in other areas. We get it every time. I would think we talk about it. We're always right on the edge of some of these storm systems that move through.
Yeah, you mention it. You mention it all the time, and it's that experience that helps tell the story and gets our viewers prepared every day,
we appreciate
day in and day out.
Yeah,
sure do.
You're a big deal.
So what do we got today?
Well, I tell you what. Nothing much as far as any kind of snow concerned, but we are looking at beautiful weather, another day, kind of like yesterday, a lot of sunshine, a mild afternoon, 58. Get out and enjoy it. You know, might need that winter jacket this morning, but probably not needing it this afternoon. But don't put it away yet, because you will need it tomorrow morning and also tomorrow into Saturday. Temperatures in the upper 30s, but we're right back into some spring-like temperatures in the 50s, 60s, maybe some showers and thunderstorms Tuesday into a Wednesday.
All right, Kelly, we appreciate you. Certified most accurate.
There you go.
Stay with us, folks. More local news headed your way right after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Pick and Save always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
It's replacement window season. Do you have ugly, hard to open, drafty windows? Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy two, you get two free. Buy two Champion windows, get two free? I guess that means if you buy four, you get four free. Buy six, get six free. Buy 10, get 10 free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy 2, Get 2 free sale is for a limited time.
Great job, everybody. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
This morning, we have new details in the Middleton homicide investigation, when the community will be remembering the 2 children killed.
Plus, the next map debate. Governor Evers continues to try and shake up Wisconsin politics. What he's focused on now.
And we are getting off to a cooler start this morning. Temperatures in the 30s, but we are looking at sunshine and very mild temperatures. How long will it last? We'll have a look coming up.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Happy almost Friday. Happy almost spring. We have gorgeous temperatures in store for today.
Certainly feeling like it out there. Kelly Slifka has been keeping track of things for us, and it doesn't seem like this warm-up is going to last much longer.
Yeah, we've got some changes coming in. By this time tomorrow, we'll start to notice some of those changes coming our way. But it's not going to last long. We've got a cold breakout coming in tomorrow and also Saturday, but then we'll rebound right as we go into a Sunday next week. We'll talk more about that coming up. But you can notice temperatures are a little bit cooler to the north. Waunakee and Sun Prairie both at 29. Have a little bit more clearing up to the north, while down to the south, temperatures are in the mid-30s, and that's simply because there's a little bit more cloud cover acting like a blanket, keeping in some of that heat that we developed yesterday with that sunshine. So it is 13 degrees colder here in Madison this morning. 12 degrees colder in the Dells. Might need the winter jacket at least for a time this morning, but over the next few hours, those temperatures will climb fairly quickly with the sun coming up here shortly. Upper 50s today. Got up to 60 yesterday. We'll be turning colder as we go into tomorrow and Saturday, but it's going to be brief. We're going to warm up by Sunday out ahead of a storm that'll bring us some showers and maybe even some spring-like thunderstorms as we go into Tuesday night. So looking at 30s this morning, gradually will turn mostly sunny area wide, maybe a few high, thin cirrus clouds, low 50s at the noon hour. Winds will be pretty light again, just a beautiful afternoon to be outside. Upper 50s expected today, so another beautiful afternoon to soak up some of that sun. You can see the sun coming up on the horizon. Just some of those high-level clouds this morning. 30 currently, but we should be up close to 50 already at the noon hour. We'll talk more about this cold front coming our way tonight and also that storm next week coming up in about 15 minutes.
Okay, Kelly, thank you very much. We're going to start with breaking news this morning. Thousands of customers are reporting cell service outages across the country. Some Verizon users and T-Mobile customers say they're experiencing issues. It appears AT&T is most impacted. Here in Madison, police say Dane County Dispatch was unable to receive 911 calls from people with AT&T earlier. They say that problem might still be persisting. Rock County Dispatch tells us AT&T told them the company's aware of nationwide outages, doesn't know when everyone's services will be restored. Dispatch there says they only had one caller with issues to their knowledge, and they weren't able to call the non-emergency line.
6:32 now this morning. We have some new details about the homicide investigation in Middleton.
Police say a woman shot at her family, killing her 2 young kids and injuring their father before turning the gun on herself. We're hearing from neighbors and other Middleton community members about what they remember from that night.
Came home in the middle of it. Actually, they had the whole neighborhood blocked off, and they let me in because I live here, and I had to get my daughter to bed. She was freaked out. Police were everywhere. They had their like bulletproof vests and shields and long guns and all that. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. My kid was pretty freaked out.
A vigil had originally been scheduled for last night. The city is moving it to Saturday because of high levels of support and interest. Still, some found it necessary to gather last night to honor the lives lost. Our Arman Rahman reports.
Even though the city of Middleton rescheduled the original prayer vigil for Saturday evening, community members still gathered Wednesday night because they tell me it's still important to rally together in support.
It's very important for everybody to show up here, you know, and show their respect.
But as Lewis Scott stood beside the balloons and stuffed animals, the loss hit close to home.
The same 2 kids go to my son's school. They go to Sauk Trail.
Scott says he saw the 2 children and their mother as recently as last Friday.
Sometimes I'll get out my car and open the door for them, you know, because our kid was in the wheelchair. Our daughter was in a wheelchair, you know, and I'll open the door for her. And I think our daughter was 8 years old, you know, always smiling, you know, very friendly.
Now he's left remembering those faces he'd see every day.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. I'm just very heartbroken right now.
It's clear that pain is being felt by all corners of the Middleton community. On Wednesday, the small group of friends, neighbors, and churchgoers prayed together.
It seems like the whole Middleton community has been mobilized, from the Sauk Trail Elementary staff and administration, to Middleton School District administration, Middleton Police, families. It does really seem like it takes all of us rallying together to make a difference.
Pastor Harold Zimick says right now the biggest difference anyone can make is really
just being there for each other, just caring, being present, grieving together. There can be a lot of healing as we grieve together.
A representative who works with the city during community events like this said they are still working to determine how best to receive donations to help the family of those involved. In Middleton, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
Here are the details for Saturday night's gathering. It's going to start at 6:30 in Lakeview Park on Allen Boulevard near the site of the deaths. You can find all of this information over on channel3000.com.
Now to another tragic loss of life. This one happened in Monroe. A man is dead after a grain silo partially collapsed. Happened just after 8 o'clock Wednesday morning. First responders arrived at Clarno Road. Witnesses say that a man was taking down the silo when it collapsed and trapped him.
A lot of silos, especially in our county, from the agricultural use, and a lot of them are dated and not used anymore, so they take them down. In my time here, we've never had a call like this that I'm aware of.
The man died at the scene. The Greene County Sheriff's Office says it will release more information about his identity and the incident in the coming week.
This morning, an Amber Alert remains in place for a missing 3-year-old boy from Manitowoc County. As the search enters its third day now, state and federal emergency response teams are getting involved. They're joining the growing number of local police, firefighters, and volunteers. Now take a look at your screen. This is 3-year-old Elijah View. His caregiver last saw him Tuesday morning in Two Rivers. Police say he was in gray sweatpants, a dark long-sleeve shirt, and shoes with red and green dinosaurs on them. He might also be carrying a red and white plaid blanket. If you have any information on where Elijah could be, please call the tip line on your screen or, of course, call 911.
Meanwhile, at the Capitol, lawmakers are trying to change how you receive notifications when a child is missing. The Senate unanimously approved a bill to include some more kids in the Amber Alert system here in the state who don't meet the criteria to send out an alert. Senator Jesse James introduced the bill after the death of 10-year-old Lily Peters in Chippewa Falls. Senator LaTanya Johnson then joined up with the bill as a co-author after the death of 5-year-old Prince McCree in Milwaukee. In both of those cases, police wanted to issue Amber Alerts, but couldn't because Peters and McCree didn't meet the state's strict criteria.
I don't know what the holdup is. I don't know what the issues are, but I'm going to have conversations. Anything that we can do to improve the quickest recovery available to try and retrieve our children if they're in harm's way, I think that's critical.
The bill is now headed to the Assembly. If it passes there, it'll end up on the governor's desk.
The Supreme Court could weaken the Environmental Protection Agency's ability to reduce air pollution. Conservative justices appeared sympathetic yesterday to states and companies looking to temporarily block the EPA's Good Neighbor rule. It's intended to restrict smokestack emissions that power plants use that do pollute downwind states. Now, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul is joining 15 other attorneys general in intervening. The Wisconsin DOJ says Kaul's doing so to defend clean air regulations. He commented in a statement reading, quote, "The changes that the states challenging these regulations are seeking would weaken efforts to limit air pollution. We must not take a step backward in protecting clean air and combating the climate crisis."
More now on reshaping Wisconsin political districts. Now that the state legislature map is different, the governor wants to move on to U.S. congressional maps. Evers now asking the state Supreme Court to review those maps. The group behind the lawsuit that set off the fight over legislative redistricting has already taken action on this as well. They want that done before this November's elections. To stay informed on the latest regarding the state's congressional maps and all other political news, download the Channel 3000 mobile app. It's free in your app store.
All right, it's 6:38 on your Thursday. Coming up after the break, a new program in Madison making the city's dancing scene more inclusive.
And we're starting off a little bit cooler this morning. A few clouds left over, but we are expecting plenty of sunshine and mild temperatures this afternoon. We'll have the first warm forecast coming up.
We are working for the weekend in the 608 this morning. I'll have a rundown of what's happening for your family coming up.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
For the second year in a row, Chevy Equinox has been ranked by J.D. Power #1 in new vehicle quality for compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good, right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar.
Qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 14 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
Want luxury hair repair that doesn't cost $50? Pantene's Pro Vitamin formula repairs hair, as well as the leading luxury bonding treatment for softness and resilience without the price tag. If you know it's Pantene.
It's the Hy-Vee BOGO sale this Friday through Sunday. Buy one, get one free on Blue Bunny frozen desserts. Buy one, get one free on marinated pork loin fillets or tenderloins. Buy one, get one free on Doritos. Buy one, get one free on 7-Up 6-packs. Buy one, get one free on Hy-Vee potato chips. And buy one, get one free on Hy-Vee cottage cheese. Don't miss the Hy-Vee BOGO sale this Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Hey, Wayne, shopping for a new door?
I sure am.
This fiberglass door is really strong. We love ours. Do you need something more dependable?
Yes, something that's durable, dent resistant, knows how to take a hit, and is going to last for years.
We're still talking about the door, right?
Oh, yeah, right, of course.
Right now, you can customize your home for 0% interest for up to 60 months when you place your order by February 23rd. Visit PelletWI.com today.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
South Central, Wisconsin, where people unite for a brighter future and businesses thrive. And the food, oh, the food. Resilient, unwavering, always moving forward. Now, here's the deal. We've got our fair share of challenges, but here's the kicker. We own up to them. We advocate for change. We celebrate the good and we fix the bad. No settling, no backing down. That's our commitment to you. News 3 Now, always moving forward. You're watching News 3 Now this morning, moving forward.
Welcome back. Hey there.
Something in my eye. Hey.
Good to see you. 6:42. We have some good news to focus on this morning.
A new program's bringing adaptive dance to people with disabilities for free. Arts for All Wisconsin's collaborating with several partners to provide disabled Madisonians the ability to express themselves creatively.
And so the adaptive dance program will be beneficial not only for individuals of all ages who identify as having a disability, but also for folks who wish to dance with them. So we're really looking at this as an all abilities program.
The program is funded with a 2-year grant from the Madison Community Foundation. If you want to learn more, log on to artsforallwi.org. That's arts, F-O-R, allwi.org.
Pretty cool.
Some more local news. Madison Gas and Electric's 6-megawatt solar project is fully operational and delivering locally generated carbon-free energy. You can see it on Irish Lane. The project uses bifacial solar panels, which produce energy from both sides as they track the sun throughout the day. Here's what an MG&E spokesperson has to say about it.
We fully expect that we're going to be able to reduce our carbon emissions 80% by 2030, on our way to net zero carbon electricity by 2050.
MG&E says it's awaiting approval to purchase a share of the High Noon Solar Energy Center located in Columbia County as well. If approved, it'll expand its solar capabilities to serve about 9,000 households.
Hey, a reminder, Madison Magazine is still accepting nominations for this year's Best of Madison. You can nominate a person or a place from a variety of categories, including food, arts and entertainment, fitness, and more. You can nominate businesses throughout Dane County and other counties, including Rock, Columbia, and Dodge. You can also nominate your favorite News 3 Now morning team.
What's that?
News 3 Now this morning.
Please.
You can nominate once a day in each category until the end of this month. We never expect it. We always appreciate it. Find more details on how to cast your vote over on channel3000.com.
All right, coming up on 6:45, Kelly's outside of the patio. Just a smidge cooler out there than it was yesterday.
Yeah, because we did clear out overnight here in Madison. That's why it is a little bit cooler. But, you know, the sun coming up on the horizon. The Cardinals are out here singing. They think it's spring. And, yeah, it's going to feel like spring again today. Now, I really feel for all the people that really rely on snow in the winter season. This is just unbelievable that we have not seen much snow, not only in Wisconsin, but Minnesota. We did have that strip of snow that developed over the weekend or last week. That has now melted, and they got the Birkebeiner, the 50th anniversary of the Birkebeiner, the cross-country ski race there in Hayward up toward Cable. It's still underway, but man, I tell you what, they are really having issues with the lack of snow that we've had this year. And we've only had just over 1.5 inches for the month of February, and for the season so far, 32 inches. Actually, most of that came in the month of January. All right, the clouds are still on the horizon, mainly to the south of Madison, but we should see mostly sunny skies. We get up to 58. That's 10 degrees shy of our record of 68. That wasn't set that long ago, back in 2017. The sun up at 6:45, and it'll be setting now at 5:37. Boy, have we seen a lot of sunshine this month, which is very unusual for the month of February, but we will take it, that is for sure. So we did clear out. As you noticed, the temperatures did drop where the skies cleared out, where they had a little bit more cloud cover down the south, not quite as cool this morning, and probably see a beautiful sunrise again this morning, because like we saw in Mount Horeb, Rob saw this and took this photo of some altocumulus clouds. So what a beautiful shot there. All right, looking at temperatures in the upper 50s today. We'll be back in the 50s again Sunday and also Monday. Maybe some 60s showing up Tuesday out ahead of a storm that'll bring us some showers and some spring-like thunderstorms Tuesday night. Eventually, some colder air wraps in, gets us back to reality that, yeah, it is still winter. We could see some of that change over to snow. That's next week. All right, temperatures kind of in a roller coaster ride, but in general, above average. Our average high now 34. We'll be at 58 today. A little bit more seasonable Friday and Saturday before we rebound. Back in the 60s by Tuesday of next week. So future track, mostly sunny skies today as we climb in the low 50s at the noon hour. Should be topping out in the upper 50s. Another beautiful afternoon. Now tomorrow, there's a cold front that's arriving tonight. We'll start out in the 30s tomorrow morning. Probably pretty much hold steady in the mid to upper 30s throughout the day, as we will see quite a few clouds out there. As we go into next week, showers and storms develop Tuesday night, but noticing some of this colder air wrapping in brings us a chance of some snow before it winds down later in the day Wednesday. Right now, it's way out to really know what kind of accumulations we can expect out of that, but that's next Wednesday. 30 right now in Madison, 29 in the Dells across Dane County, a little cooler to the north. 32 right now in Sauk City. It's 35 in Perry. First warning forecast, mostly sunny after some of these high clouds move out of here. 58 this afternoon, 37 tomorrow, down to 17 Saturday morning. 39, but lots of sunshine this weekend, back in the 50s Sunday and Monday, and 60s with that chance of showers and storms on Tuesday before some of that changes over to a little bit of snow on Wednesday.
Okay, Kelly, thank you. It's almost the weekend in the 608.
Josh Ryder's here with your weekend planner. Good morning, Josh.
Hey, good morning, guys. So we're starting this segment just outside of the 608. We're heading up to the 715 this morning in northern Wisconsin, where they are gearing up for one of the biggest events of the year there. The largest cross-country ski race in North America is still on for this Saturday, despite the low snow conditions. Race leaders say that the 50th American Birkebeiner will proceed with some changes. Instead of finishing in downtown Hayward, the race will be 10-kilometer loops around the start line in Cable. The Berkey invested in snow machines after the 2017 race was canceled, and those machines are making it possible for the upcoming race to happen. The town's expecting 10,000 skiers, 15,000 spectators, and 2,000 volunteers from around the world. Well, this mild weather may have you looking forward to summer on the lake. What a perfect time to bring in the Wisconsin Fishing Expo. This is happening all weekend at the Alliant Energy Center with brand new hours on Friday. Then, of course, their usual hours all day Saturday and Sunday. Admission is $10 for adults, and kids 12 and under are free. Today, our partners at Madison Magazine are honoring visionary leaders who see how it all connects to build a better Madison. The 2024 Best of Madison Business Awards luncheon is happening from 11 to 1:30. Since 2000, Madison Magazine has chosen standout local leaders whose work helps make Madison one of the best places to live. This year's awardees have roles that do just that in really recognizable ways. You can look for our live coverage today on News 3 Now at noon. Remember, you can always go to our section of channel3000.com or click on that community calendar. I feel so bad for all of the skiers up in northern Wisconsin. Like, not what they've been hoping for. And I mean, they've been talking about this for months. It just was not looking good for this. They're having to bring in all of this snow. They're having to make all of this snow. I guess they're going to do what they can, but it's just not the same.
Zach and I really wanted to do the Berkey this year, and it just didn't quite work out with the family planning. So
maybe some year.
Yeah, if the snow would stick around. I love that they have the snow machines going. Have you ever done the Berkey?
Are you kidding me? No.
I was going to throw you a bone. I don't know.
I don't know. I maybe covered it once or twice up there.
That's what, yeah, when I worked in Eau Claire, that was such a big thing. Yes, like that
so
area.
cool.
And I just love like Hayward and Cable, Wisconsin. Those areas are just fantastic.
Yeah.
So you really feel for it because obviously they live for all of the business, but you know people aren't going to stay away. Like this is what they live for every February.
That's true. That's true. And hey, we'll be at the Best of Madison luncheon.
Yeah, come say hi to us today. It's going to be a fun day.
Cool. Josh Breider, thank you.
You bet.
Josh is always looking for inspiration to share with everyone. If you have a good idea for an In the 608 segment, hit him up on social media or email him for a chance to be featured. Coming up in the morning sprint, the car company that's placing thousands of its vehicles under a recall.
That's straight ahead. Stay with us.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Pick and Save always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Want to instantly look more attractive, years younger, and even healthier? The solution is whiter teeth. Even teeth that are just a little yellow are a problem. They rob your appearance, make you look older, and can hurt your confidence. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." So from that point on, I've been sold.
My absolute favorite thing was how easy it was. It takes literally less than 5 minutes.
Power Swabs has made a really big difference in lifting the stains and making my smile more beautiful.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. And after 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Plus, unlike other whitening methods, Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. Power Swabs are easier on your gums and cause less sensitivity.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth. With the Power Swabs, I've been using them for a week and nothing. I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night and no problems.
It's time to discover what you've been missing. Now, it's your turn to get started with Power Swabs.
I like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the Power Swabs.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now for a special offer to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swabs Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping. Order right now and take the Power Swabs 5-minute challenge. If your teeth aren't a full 2 shades whiter after your first application, simply return it and you'll get your money back.
This is Ford Truck Month. With amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Make way for the event that only comes around once a year, featuring the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Super Duty, the North American Truck of the Year. Get ready and get to Ford Truck Month. Now get an F-150 with 1.9% APR for 72 months, plus $1,000 trade assist cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Learn about orthopedics at ssmhealth.com/keepmoving.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
New information on the homicide investigation out of Middleton. Police are confirming a woman shot her family, killing her 2 kids and injuring their father. A vigil for impacted residents was scheduled for last night near the residence. It's since been moved to Saturday. It'll be at 6:30 p.m. at Lakeview Park on Allen Boulevard. More breaking news this morning. You might be among the cell phone users who are without service this morning. Thousands of customers, mostly from AT&T, say they're out of service. Here in Madison, police say Dane County Dispatch was unable to receive 911 calls from people with AT&T. They say those problems could still be persisting.
President Biden is considering taking new action at the border. A new policy would make it harder for migrants to seek asylum if they enter the U.S. illegally. In 2018, former President Donald Trump tried to do something similar, but a court ruled the executive action can't change existing law. President Biden's reportedly not made a final decision on this yet.
In Alabama, the largest hospital is pausing in vitro fertilization treatments. This after the state Supreme Court ruled frozen embryos are children. The conservative court's ruling stems from a wrongful death lawsuit from patients whose embryos were destroyed when they were accidentally dropped. The court's decision doesn't ban IVF, but it could send liability costs skyrocketing.
A trial is now set for the suspect in the 2022 Highland Park mass shooting. The man accused of killing 7 people and injuring dozens more at a 4th of July parade will now be in court February 24th of next year. The trial was supposed to happen next week, but the date changed after the accused asked again to have a public defender represent him.
Nearly 200,000 Jeeps are under recall, including the 2021 to 24 Jeep Grand Cherokee. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says a software error could cause the defrosting system to malfunction. That could decrease the driver's ability to see and raise the risk of causing a crash. Dealers will update the software for free. People affected will get a letter by April 5th.
All right, 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock this morning. It is a little bit cooler this morning, but we've got temperatures that'll rebound well into the 50s today. We'll have a little bit of cooler weather coming in away tomorrow and also Saturday, but we're right back in the 50s on Sunday and Monday of next week. Could be in the 60s, and that'll lead to some showers and thunderstorms that'll be developing Tuesday night. A lot of sunshine expected, just some high thin clouds mainly this morning. Temperatures rising into the upper 50s, light winds, another spring-like day. You can see the sun coming up with just some of those high thin cirrus clouds on the horizon. Temperatures in the upper 50s today. Quite a bit cooler tomorrow, but still running above average. Does warm up by Sunday into next week.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. We appreciate you.
We're back in 30 minutes with a news and weather update.